I think everybody thinks the Vietnam sculpture is Bill. It's not really, it's an embodiment of all of the stories. But I really wanted to have that eye patch.
I see a lot of anguish that Bill felt and that he felt that needed to be told happening in that piece.
Sits in more of a dreamlike space. And there was just something very deeply moving about this image of him as a young man somehow being held back in the sculpture, being held down.
Certainly metaphorically with the reaching up of the hands to the legs, but also on the face.
You can see the pain and the suffering that he's carrying with him as a young man as a result of his service.
It's quite incredible that the actual sculpture itself looks very much like Bill, even though the sculptor Hikaru had never met Bill before.
It was Bill that was feeding me these pictures that he'd found of like roots grabbing at somebody's legs, and he was saying to me, this is how I feel. This is how I feel all the time. So that's where we had the idea of the hands holding him down, dragging him backwards. But it's also the story of not being able to move in the supermarket because the aisles of food looked like the stands of rubber trees. So you've got the rubber tree leaves in the panel, and Bill's story of the helicopters, and I realised how important and symbolic the helicopters were. We had to work them in some way. So we came up with the idea of this panel with rubber tree leaves and the helicopters. When we got it right, I knew we'd got it right.